finally it's a time where I'm able to do a wee video on exactly why I've not been on YouTube for, I'd say, the last, I'd say at least the last 6 months. I'll go over it and I'm going to need to kind of gloss over it because I'm not going to be able to get into the full and proper detail with it, unfortunately, just because one or two things obviously going on in the background. But I'm sure a lot of yous that have reached out and messaging it, there have been quite a few people, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's Instagram, who've reached out and messaged us. I've not really been responding to people basically asking about it for the reason is just to keep myself right with it just now until obviously everything what happened, and but now that's all done and dealt with, I can at least address it a little bit today and give you guys an update, so strap yourself in. Like I've just touched on there, I'm not really going to be able to go into too much detail with this one, so it's probably going to be a short video, really brief explanation to it, and it's probably what most of yous assumed it would be. So I'll quit waffling on and I'll just get straight into it now. The long and short of it basically is that I was obviously doing the street lighting work for a certain party, who, to my knowledge, obviously knew about the videos and all that stuff, and there wasn't really an issue as such until one day. Basically, it was until one day basically it was just requested that the videos get taken down until further notice. That's pretty much what I'd done, and I just basically removed all that type of content from the channel. While that was all ongoing, it kind of left a wee bit of a sour taste in my mouth, put me off doing YouTube completely. If I'm being totally honest with you, I couldn't really be bothered with it. Just the amount of time and effort and all that stuff that I'd went into to grow the channel, for it basically just to get stopped. It just put me off doing it for a while, sort of thing. But obviously now that that's all in the past, again, without elaborating too much on it, I'm obviously not really able to do so. I'm sure 99% of you will understand that I'm not really able to discuss it. It was basically some senior personnel had effectively became aware and weren't happy that these videos were surfacing, and for a couple of different reasons, with regards to highlighting certain stuff that I was encountering and X, Y and Z. Some stuff wasn't obviously getting painted in the best of lights, and that it was best that they weren't there, and obviously my hands were kind of tied with it, which is obviously why I took them down. I didn't want to cause any more of an issue with it. This video's got two parts to it, so obviously that's the first part, obviously just addressing somewhat why the videos obviously had to stop. The second part of the video is going to be plans for the channel for the future going ahead, and stuff that I've got in the pipeline, etc, etc. So with regards to the previous content that this channel was known for, I'm not even really going to mention the words, but just to keep myself right. But with regards to the previous type of stuff that you've seen in this channel, that's pretty much not going to happen anymore, as far as I'm aware anyway. That's done. There is, however, a slight caveat to that, which is that I do some outside work for other parties and stuff like that. So I've done quite a few car park installs and this and that. So there is obviously the chance that people still get to see snippets of some of that type of installation going forward on this channel. But for the most part, the sole focus of the channel isn't going to be what it previously once was, which I know is obviously going to disappoint quite the core following of the subscriber base on this channel, but again, it's out with my control, and I hope everyone understands and appreciates that. I fully understand if, which I've seen quite a few people do, is unsubscribe to the channel, obviously just with a lack of content and all that stuff, but probably people maybe realising that that type of content's not going to be on here anymore. But if you do decide to stay, it's massively appreciated, and hopefully you enjoy the sort of domestic stuff that's sort of naturally going to, hopefully you enjoy the domestic stuff that's naturally sort of going to now be the main sort of focus of this channel. Going forward with the channel then, obviously, like I said, it's going to be domestic focused, and I've got quite a few wee jobs lined up, a couple of which there's a possibility obviously of filming. I'm going to try to get back into the swing of it. Depending on what order this video comes out, there's either already been a domestic job shown, or there'll be one after that, just depending obviously on what way they're edited and uploaded and all that sort of stuff. But the plans are obviously to eventually be back at the stage. The plans are to eventually be back at the stage where I was before and uploading something at least every Friday. But for the first maybe month or so back, that might not quite work out like that. Just obviously trying to build up a catalogue of basically videos and all that sort of stuff, as I know quite a few of the Sparks do that. They've got videos pre-recorded weeks in advance, which is obviously what I used to do previously. I'm obviously not at that stage just now. I'm just starting out fresh again, effectively, learning or relearning how to film the videos, how to edit the videos, how to upload them and all that stuff. So give it a few weeks till I'm hopefully on my feet, find all the available jobs that I'm able to video on and all that stuff, and take it from there. Again, just depending on the type of work, the volume of work, and the access to be able to film it. The way the videos might be structured are either just going to be one job for the full day or the full video, or kind of like some of the other Sparks do, like Nick Bundy in particular maybe just does like a weekly video, and he just gets footage from it obviously across the week, puts that into one video. So depending on all the sort of points I've just mentioned there is kind of dependent on how the videos will go for the first wee while, at least anyway, until I get the ball rolling again, get some content sort of stored, and then I can start sort of sieving through it, edit it, and then sort of find what works best for me, but also sort of whatever you guys prefer. Obviously it goes without saying, if there's anything you guys would like to see on the channel, or with a certain way of doing things that you would like to see, obviously just let us know down in the comments and I'll get back to you with it. Again, a lot of that's work dependent on what type of jobs and contracts I win, time constraints, ability to be able to video certain jobs, because I've been on loads the last wee while, and I've asked the question about possibly filming, and obviously the majority of the public don't quite understand it, which I'm sure I wouldn't as well. But if I'm asking them to take my camera out and record videos in their house, a lot of people are a wee bit unsure about that, which is fair enough. I know certain types of videos have been done to death on YouTube, like EICRs and board swaps and this and that, but like I said, if there's anything in particular you want to see, let us know down below. And also, if you want to see a van tour, if you want to see tool bag tours, all that sort of stuff, again, I know there's loads of them on here and much more popular guys than me on here, but if you want to see what stuff I'm carrying in the van and all that sort of stuff, then just let us know. I'll happily do a couple of videos on all that stuff, even just to get the ball rolling with the channel again. We'll wrap this video up here now, because that's probably 4 or 5 minutes of me talking absolute gibberish. If you are glad to see me back on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment down below, and let us know what you sort of think, and I'll hopefully see you on the next one, and thanks for sticking with us.